To set up a skybox with our HDR image here in Unity, let's first go to this image that we just brought in, the HDR image, and change its texture type from texture to cube map, and hit apply. And that will change the image down here to a sphere. And we're looking at the sphere kind of from the outside. But if we create a new material, let's do that, create material. I'll just right click in the assets folder here and choose create and material. I'll call this one HDR Skybox. And for this we need to change the shader type from standard to Skybox Cube Map. And now we can drag a cube map into this slot here. So if I take my panorama cube map and drag it into here, now we can see the image on the sphere, but we're inside the sphere here, and that's what we want. So then if I go up to the lighting tab here, I can see that my environment lighting is coming from my skybox, and currently there's a default skybox that just comes with Unity in here. And if I come over here and click on this pull down, I can turn my skybox back on. I had that off. And just this horizon line is kind of the default skybox in Unity. So we can take our HDR skybox that we've created, that material, and drag it into that skybox right there. And now we can see that environment behind us. So let me just turn the skybox off again. I'll just uncheck that. And now we need to make sure that we're getting the proper reflections in here, and currently I don't think we are. So what let's do is come over to the hierarchy and right click and choose Light and Reflection Probe. And that creates a reflection probe here in our viewport. Now you can see on that reflection probe that we're getting a reflection of that HDR image. I'm just going to take this and drag it up a bit so it isn't blocking our view. So now that we have a reflection probe in here, we need to adjust it a bit by coming over to the inspector here and changing the type of our reflection probe from baked to real time. So there we go. We've got our gun here in our game engine. We've brought our textures in. We've set up an HDR image. And we've brought in our reflection probe so we can see how it looks. And I think it looks pretty good. Well, thank you for joining me on this journey through creating a high-resolution model, retopologizing for a low-poly version, UV mapping, exporting using FBX, texturing in Substance Painter, and bringing it all into Unity here, and setting it up in our game engine. I've had a lot of fun doing this. I hope it's been helpful for you. Well, thanks again, and take care.